Russia is projecting a coordinated multi-front push across eastern and southern Ukraine, claiming fresh battlefield momentum in Kharkiv, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Dnipropetrovsk in a single day of fighting. In its latest battlefield update, Moscow says its forces pressed Ukrainian defenses from the Kharkiv border down to the Zaporizhia front, shaping a narrative of pressure on every major axis of the war. The message is aimed as much at Western capitals as it is at Kyiv. Russia wants the world to believe Ukraine is under stress across the entire front line. The Russian Defense Ministry claims its troops captured the settlement of Grafskoe in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, a politically sensitive area Moscow repeatedly uses to signal pressure on Ukraine's northeast. While Grafskoe is not a major urban center, Russia is projecting the capture as proof of movement near Kharkiv, feeding the narrative that Ukraine's northern defenses remain vulnerable, even as Kyiv focuses manpower and weapons on the Donetsk and Zaporizhia fronts. Moscow is also claiming heavy, single-day Ukrainian losses across multiple sectors of the battlefield. According to the Russian account, more than 1,200 Ukrainian troops were killed or wounded in 24 hours of fighting, alongside the destruction of armored vehicles, artillery systems, and logistics depots. The figures cannot be independently verified, but the scale of the claims is part of Russia's psychological warfare strategy, designed to project battlefield dominance and fuel the narrative that Ukraine is being bled across several fronts at once. A key feature of the Russian messaging is the deliberate naming of Western-supplied weapons hit in these strikes. Moscow claims its forces destroyed US-made M777 howitzers and HMMWV armored vehicles, a British Defender armored car, and Israeli-supplied radar systems. By highlighting NATO-origin equipment, Russia is not just reporting battlefield damage, but sending a political message to Western audiences that their military aid is being neutralized and that Western technology is failing to shift the battlefield balance. The Russian update is paired with drone warfare footage showing loitering munitions and strike UAVs, hitting Ukrainian positions, rotations, and energy-linked targets. The imagery is meant to demonstrate that Russia has adapted to Ukraine's drone-heavy battlefield and can now combine UAV strikes with frontline assaults and logistics interdiction. This is part of Moscow's effort to counter the perception that Ukraine dominates the drone war and to signal that Russia's campaign has entered a more technologically integrated phase. Taken together, the claims of territorial capture near Kharkiv, heavy single-day casualties, and the destruction of NATO-supplied armor form a single narrative push. Russia is presenting itself as regaining momentum while wearing down Ukraine and the Western-backed war effort. Whether or not the battlefield reality matches the scale of these claims, the messaging is designed to shake confidence in Kyiv's defenses, fuel fatigue in NATO capitals, and reinforce the idea that the war is moving into a phase of sustained multi-front pressure and infrastructure-targeted escalation.